Open Mic is a podcast brought to you by Bethel Express of America.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Open Mic. It's good to have you here. It's been a while, but we're back. We're going to talk about some updates, where you guys are and what you're doing, the ministry, and maybe stuff that's happening in our world. So welcome, Mike.
Rocking the place
Julia.
with bass. It's in your face like mace. Laced with the message of grace. Coming on strong to save the whole human race. Big enough and strong enough to fill the whole space in your heart. Yo, get a brand new start. Be done with him. Be done with him. Be free from sin. You know what I'm talking about. Being born again. He is the man that will always fear us. His first name is Christ and his last name is Christ and his first name is Jesus.
You need some help.
Yeah. Anyway, I had planned to do this one, so I know this was none of what we do is scripted, but I wanted to do that because two people I'm very close with said, Mike, when you came out with your new song, like I was expecting you to be like, my name is Mike, I'm rocking on the mic and everything. And it's like, this life is whack. I think I've been hijacked. And so I said to myself, when we do the podcast, I want everybody to know I still got it.
Still got it.
Yeah,
I still got it.
And so this is the first, and it's the reflections of a hip-hop wife. Got it? Mm-hmm. It goes, you listen to others rappers as you bless and judge them too, because in your mind, none of them as good as you. You're anointed, boo. Okay, I'm trying to read this because I can't rap. There are some that are so humble, destined never to make a fumble, and others that stand tall, forgetting to remember that pride comes before the tumble. Rapping for the Lord so many places that he goes, to the street, to the church, to the parks and hip-hop shows. People asking us for money, just like Peter and John, with empty pockets said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have I give to thee, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Rise up, walk, and see. So many years dedicated to his craft, not making real income, feeling like you're in the ocean on a raft, not charging a fee because the wrapped gospel in it and Jesus dying for us was free. Living in such a financial struggle will always blow my mind because we banded together with Jesus making our lives finer than any good wine. Times when he was cursed by churchmen of spewing out devil music, them did he offend, their eyes closed from the truth that the rhymes in that time were always about being born again. So when it comes to poetry, I don't need to look, because my Michael, he done wrote the book. So cute, so sweet, he reps a really cool beat. Guess what he likes doing? Rubbing my feet. After 38 years, there's still a glow. It's poured out on me, the secret you all really know. Mike loving me every day through Jesus he shows. That's dedicated to you, baby, honey.
Okay. I did not know this is new to me.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know this was, you know, Hero, small h, how we, like things, you know, you and I, we always talked about just unscripted and, wow, all of this is, wow.
I'm breaking free this year, y'all.
Wow, okay. Oh, 2 times on that one.
That means you have a healthy marriage, because she can still surprise you.
I'm telling you.
She can still surprise you.
I'm telling you. Wow, that was dope.
Thank you, honey.
And the beauty of hip hop and rap is, like, it's poetry, right? So you don't
It's
have to have
my
you don't have to have flow if
about
it still
my
works that you
husband.
read it.
Yeah.
It's my poem.
Yeah. Isn't that what is rap stands for? Something American poetry, right?
Rhyming American poetry, I think is what. Yeah.
Maybe that was after the fact.
And mine is, I hope mine would be rhyming anointed poetry.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, you're
That's
on
real
fire
good.
today, Julia.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
There's flames in my feet today.
Well, it's been so long since we've been able to do this. So,
I know. You got
know.
a lot to talk about. Well, tell me about what's going on with you guys.
When was the last episode? Do you remember?
Beginning of the year, I think.
Oh, gosh, so February?
Yeah.
Did I talk about McKinney Stones? No.
No. You can if you want.
No, we haven't been able to.
We haven't. Yeah, January.
The mic is open.
I'm telling you, I had cataract surgery in both eyes. We had a bad flu right after Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. It's really bad. And then I had
buffalo dip.
It had to be.
No, somebody that was sick probably. And then a kidney stone attack, and then I had to wear a stent, and then had it done surgery in March. But in between that, I was traveling back and forth to Florida. My mom had gone through some surgeries and things of such, and so it was busy with that. I have to wear glasses now, but it's okay. Let's see.
Let's
see. I just took your picture.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
had
She got
that.
the
I got the medals.
Nice. Okay.
Really good price too.
When you take them off, do you become Superman or is that?
No, I was Superwoman.
Superwoman. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay.
My bad. My bad.
Superwoman.
People are gonna hate me for saying
I think
that.
I've always been that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
We're all heroes here, right?
I like the.
Well, we can't compare to you, but we try hard.
Yeah, weddings.
Not even close.
So we've had weddings and baby showers, graduations.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit this year, and it's been exciting, to see.
Yeah, we
Kids
don't-
that were little got married.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. None of these are complaints, of course,
it's
because
exciting.
Yeah.
this is all a part of what it is, a part of the call and everything. And you stay around long enough to the children grow up to become adults and or even teens, just for high school and middle school and everything. We enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
We really do. But definitely, we've been doing we've probably done more now, even in 2026, and we've probably done any other year related to just the kids and what they've become. It's been amazing. It has been amazing. The graduations, the special events that we've attended, and being invited by them to make sure that we're there for this and that and stuff like that. And so, a good number of our kids, their parents have no interest in showing up or,
Right.
I mean, we, excuse me, we're used to it. We don't exploit it or anything like that. But it's pretty common that. I'll say something like, well, doesn't your dad know about that? And he'll say, you're my dad. And I'm like, part of me says,
Awkward.
yeah, like,
Very awkward.
yeah, I've been called dad in front of that kid's dad
Wow.
several times. Several occasions,
Yeah.
not that one child.
Yeah.
One
Right.
child like that, and it's like awkward.
Is it usually weird how do they feel? Yeah. How do the parents feel? Like, is it kind of weird?
They
for
don't
them?
say anything. Well, okay.
Or do they just accept it?
They don't say anything. However, I could think of two experiences that I had because of the child experiencing it, because of them doing that, where they were told, "Well, then just go talk to your real father." Then,
Yeah. Right.
He'll buy it for you, kind of stuff. And it's like, no, you're a coward.
Yeah.
Don't hide behind that.
Yeah.
I used to, when JD was growing up, and I've said this many times too. I've said that I taught JD how to play basketball, but I know that he would end up having a coach that could really help him, excel.
Yeah.
I taught JD how to play football, and I knew I would be outdone by a football coach.
Sure.
I taught him how to play baseball, and I knew I would be outdone by a baseball coach. I taught him how to play drums, and I knew I would be outdone by that. But one thing I said would not ever happen: no man will out-daddy me.
Yeah.
You can outdo me in those other things, but no man will ever out-daddy me. You know, and I don't like the fact that I'm out-daddying.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're not reveling in it. You're not like,
Yeah,
I was just going to say that. It's not something that he takes pride in.
No,
or
it's more sad.
But what we do is we pray for them, and hopefully that it's something to spark in them to know that they need to change.
Yeah.
It'd be good to change things in their household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we just have to roll with it, you
Yeah.
know, and I've often said this when I do seminars for youth leaders and youth pastors in particular. I've said them to them many times. It's like we don't live for those kinds of experiences. We live to just do whatever is necessary to fortify the life of a child or a teen, that comes in our way, and that we and who work with young people need to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
Because it's real easy for the parent to, if they want to trump us, they all they have to do is say, "You're not going to Bethel Express anymore."
right.
They win.
Yeah.
They win, but they did not really win, but they won. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't even want to go there. We don't even want to be there. And I've told youth people, youth leaders, youth workers, I said, you can tell the kind of conversations that take place in the home by how the parent talks to you when you meet them, or the kind of conversations you get, you get into
Yeah.
when you're with them. Someone would say, so my son tells me, my
Right.
daughter told me that and I'm like, oh, so that's what's been discussed. Of all the things that's been discussed, that's what he points out that he talks about.
Yeah.
But we just have to do what we're called
Right.
to do. We love it. We live for it.
Right. And I always tell people, especially the moms that I work with, we're not here to take over your parenting or parent them. We're here to partner
Yeah.
with you to see how
Yeah.
we can help so that together we could help them be successful.
Yeah. We're pro child. We're pro your
Yeah.
child.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's,
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
use
good.
that. You said,
Yeah.
we both said, that's good.
That's, you can take that one.
Pro-child.
You got
Yeah.
a lot.
We'll give you credit, but we're gonna use that.
Yeah,
Good
pro child.
move.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Let me
true.
write that down. Hold on.
So
Yeah.
talk to me. This is been a subject at our church too, just like discipleship in general. We probably have touched on it before, but just the importance of the mother and father structure in America, in the world, how
Yeah.
important that is, and how that translates into discipling. Because Bethel Express is basically you're discipling the kids,
Yeah.
right? Let's
Yeah.
just say it that way,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But the mother and father structure has definitely been dismantling. People are trying to dismantle that or say it's not necessary. You don't really,
Yeah.
and it's all this narratives and it's no politics. It's just, there's just an agenda out there that wants to take down the
Right.
mother and father
Right.
position.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just it. And so talk about that a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I just have this thing lately that we had a core values of what we've done over the years with children, and not only with BE, but also when we were youth pastors. That we've taught a lifestyle of godliness. Of righteousness. And I guess what really hurts my heart is you can have whatever opinion you want.
Sure.
Whatever, that's you, politically, spiritually. But I guess what hurts me is to see the language they use, how crass it is, how disrespectful it is. And I'm like, they weren't like that when we knew them, when they were part of what we did.
Yeah.
And to see that, I'm like, what happened? What changed? And then it just fuels me more to pray for them, to say, Lord, have them come back. Let them know, that there's a better way and that they knew it. And it's almost like the dog going back to its own vomit. And,
Yeah.
I'm not calling them dogs or anything. I
Right,
just
right,
said
right.
it hurts my heart as people that had a proficient part of their life or a large part of their lives in their younger years.
Yeah.
That's what hurts my heart, is to see that.
Yeah.
The good part, though, the good result of how we feel about that is they always know that they can come home.
Yeah.
Right.
And that, BE is home. And I get a lot of that from the kids, that have grown up, like the ones she's referring to. And, they know things like, Mike, I saw you in Walmart, but I didn't want you to see me. I was trying to make sure you did not see me, in the Walmart, because I knew how I was living and everything. And, and they, but they've come back to the Lord. And so it's a matter of just knowing that they can come back home whenever they've done certain kinds of things. So that happens a lot. I wish it would not ever happen, that they ever, stray away. But I'm glad that they know that they can come back, and that they can come back, to us. I mean, I was doing,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because they're more likely to get a whooping from me than you.
yeah, well,
It's
yes,
fair to
but
Miss Julia.
only because of my methods.
Yeah.
My methods,
Yeah, so good.
my methods are more effective in that manner.
Yeah.
Okay, at least in terms of what works for me, because a lot of kids, they don't have a dad, so they don't need to have another bad experience with another man that's
Right.
kind of like my dad, and he's a pastor.
Yeah.
Bad witness.
but
That's a good point.
But the thing is, like, I think about this pretty often. It's like people say, Mike, what is your secret? Like, cause Mike, I watch you.
I was
and
just
like,
about to ask.
Mike, what is your secret? They say, Mike, what is your secret? Because like, I check you out, I see how you interact, and it's like, I don't get it. Like I don't get it with you. Like, what is it with you? And I said, that's the beauty of it. I said, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing because the Lord appointed you to do it, anointed you, appointed you for it, and he called you to do it, right? then what you're doing now has become an intangible.
Mm-hmm.
You just cannot touch it. You cannot see it, but it happens. And that if that's what it is. But then I said, but that's a need. That's too simple to say that because there's so much more behind it. So I tell them that really the bottom line for me, and the Lord has put this in my heart, is that anything that I do in ministry, if it does not feel like family, then I don't want to be bothered. Mm-hmm. Not a team. We don't call our leaders a leadership team. We call leadership family. Yeah. On Saturdays when we're with the kids, any other time, they say, these are your kids. It says, yes, this is our tribe. We're a family. And then the kids, any generation that has been under our charge since that time, they use that language, tribe, family. I say the reason I say tribe or family and not team, there's nothing wrong with the use of the word team. Right. I say, but with a team, you could be traded. With a team, you become a free agent somewhere else. With a team, you could just change the uniform, go somewhere else. I said, but you cannot ever not be family. True. You cannot ever not be someone's brother. Yeah. If you're brother. And that's what we stand standard. Yeah. You cannot ever not be somebody's uncle. You cannot ever not be somebody's father. And so when you have that mindset and you bring it to what you do.
And it makes you accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
You're accountable to family. Yeah. A team, like, bye, y'all, I'm gone. You know? Yeah. But here, it's like, where's the understanding with certain things?
Yeah. And so that's really the secret, is that if you just treat people the way if you treat people in that way and love on people, like I've not ever to this very day, and neither has Julia, we've not ever told anybody, we've not even told people what to call us. We don't. And definitely we don't tell them, call me dad, call me pop, call me pops, call me papa, call me poppy. Right. All those names that they call me. I've definitely not ever told them that. Yeah. I've not even, and I know Julia too, we've not even told them, you're like a son to us. Right. But they tell us that though, through your actions. Yeah. Yeah. And so once they say it, then then I will do that. Yeah. But the other way around, no, we don't do that. We're living in a world, and it's been like this for, at least for us, 26 years now, that we're seeing that the kids they just get just a major cascade of what to think rather than take time to think. Especially this generation. No doubt about it. So they definitely don't need us to do that. Right. And I'll say this last thing about that. I remember they call us granddad and grandma now because age-wise we're on that level, right? Sure. But some of them have called me dad still. But I'll never forget this. This happened. It was 4 girls. They were really young. This is like 4 years ago, and one of the girls called me granddad, and that was it. And one of the other girls said, "Why you call him granddad?" She says, "Because I'll never give him a name of somebody I don't respect." In other words, she could have called me dad. Yeah. Or whatever name of patriarchy she could have called me. But she said, I'll never call him anything that I don't have respect for. Right. Whoa. And she didn't even know I could hear her. I hear them, right, let alone her. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, is that how they see this? Like, she'll never call me dad because she has no respect for the use of that term because of whatever. Right. I saw her father like one time, and I was like, yeah, well, that's the reason why she won't call, But, that was just one example. But, it was that kind of a thing. Yeah. But anyway,
I do want to add to that, too. Yeah. No, I think, too, in this day and age, when you ask people to call you certain things, especially terms of authority. Yeah. It could be used to be misused and abused. Sure. Yeah. And I'm telling people, if people say that to you, beware.
Probably a cult.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're like, call me Papa. Yeah. You're like, well.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, man. Yeah. Hero. Man. Yeah. And it's so important. Were you finished? Were you done with
it? That's good.
Yeah. Especially for us, because we don't know what these kids have ever experienced before they ever came to us. Right. And we know that people have had experiences although we go with unchurched kids, maybe their parents grew up in church and left when they were old
Sure.
enough to no longer go to church and had bad experiences and have had stories. And if the kids have heard these stories and now they're with us, and it's like, well, we're another one of those stories.
Right, assumption.
And so, so we don't even want that to be triggered if it's there.
Right.
We don't want that to be triggered. So we don't. I've not ever. It's funny because, when they started calling me, Mr. Mike or, what's the other one that threw me for? Mr. Pastor, Mr. Pastor.
Double honor. Right
yeah,
there.
they're covering both. Or we just not ever told them what to call us, and that's okay for us. That's okay for us because we want them to feel comfortable,
Right.
relationally.
Mm-hmm.
Because for us, it's what we say. It's not about titles; it's about testimonies.
Yeah.
And if that's what it comes to, then that's okay. Okay, I say one last. I'll give another one. This off. I'm waiting to pick up a girl after she gets dropped off from off of a bus at home, right? And so I'm waiting there. Now, the way the city school district operates, the bus driver does not pull away till the child has gone inside the house. And I know that too. So I'm just standing, she gets off the bus, I give her a hug, and I know the process. So I'm just waiting. So she's talking to me, and everything, and she kind of picked up that I was coming to get her because I was going to take her to tutoring or something. And so the bus driver said, is everything okay over there? And she said, oh, he's just my pastor, Yeah. And he says, I thought I saw you somewhere. Closed the door and pulled off, And that blessed me that she says, oh, he's just my pastor.
Yeah.
It wasn't she was making light of the fact that I'm a pastor.
Right.
She was saying, you don't have to be worried or concerned.
Yeah.
It's just my pastor.
Safe. Yeah.
And that blessed me because, we take very serious the things that are happening to kids these days when it comes to stuff like this. Oh man.
Yeah, and we want to make sure that it's always a relationship with them of respect and like a guardianship too, that we will guard them and we will respect them, and there's like accountability that if you see something different, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But the best part about it when you talk about discipleship, that's really where it comes from. That's really the nature of all of this is that we want to make them disciples.
Yeah.
And we always say this, watch this. If it's not in the word,
it doesn't count.
And so the kids all know that anything we say or teach, we can back up in the word in context. And we tell them what that means and everything. So they know that they can trust us and that we're not doing any of this for our sake, but it's for your sake as they become disciples.
Yeah.
And so if they're not getting it anywhere else, they're definitely going to get it from us because that's what the Lord requires out of us, first of all. And second of all, man, why wouldn't anybody want to do that?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.